Hey guys, whole India is talking about Article 370. Do you know what is it? Let's discuss about it. Also, the information shared in this video is gathered from different sources and not our personal views. During 1947, while Britishers were leaving India, they gave the freedom to all the kings to live wherever they wished to. This caused the formation of hundreds of provinces internally. This is where Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel came into the picture and united all of them to form a nation. But he faced issues with one place, which is Kashmir. The king of Kashmir didn't accept this proposal because of Indian politics and he wanted to be separated. At the same time, Pakistan planned to acquire Kashmir forcefully as it is not possible to completely acquire it. But they have acquired some parts by October 1947. Sheikh Abdul became the Prime Minister of Kashmir. Yes, till 1965, whole India had one Prime Minister and Kashmir had another. They also had Sardar Riyasat, who used to be the governor, and they had different rules and regulations altogether. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar spoke to the Prime Minister of Kashmir that they have to build a stronger state by the help of whole India, and it will be treated as normal as other states, and they will get food and grains from different parts of India, and Indian government won't have much access to change their rules and regulations. So let's discuss what is Article 370, how it benefited and its drawbacks. Let's get started. People who are staying in Jammu and Kashmir have dual citizenship, Indian citizenship and Kashmir citizenship. They have a different flag. The elections were conducted in every 6 years. Criticizing Indian flag was not a crime in Jammu. Supreme Court rules were not applicable in Jammu. If a girl marries a person from another state, then she loses her Kashmir citizenship. If a girl marries a Pakistani man, he gets Kashmiri citizenship. Because of Article 370, Rights to Information Act was not applicable in Jammu and Kashmir. In Kashmir, panchayats didn't have power. No reservations for minorities. No one from other states can buy land in Kashmir. So, by scrapping Article 370, what changes are coming in? There won't be any dual citizenship, only Indian. All central laws are applicable in Kashmir now. No separate laws for Jammu and Kashmir anymore. People from another state can buy or sell lands there. Any moment, financial emergencies can be declared. There will be a single flag, that is the Indian national flag. Elections in every 5 years will be conducted. Police will be from central government. What benefits they got with Article 370? In Kashmir, they didn't had competition for selling anything as no outsider can set up a manufacturing unit or sell their goods. Kashmir did not face the problem of overpopulation. Drawback for them: no proper hospital facilities as there were no private hospitals. Employment opportunities were very low as lot of youth went to terrorism because there is no industrial sector to offer them jobs. More corruption compared to other states. Low GDP. There were also criticism stating that Article 370 favored men more as compared to women. Indian government used to have command only on defence, foreign affairs, finance and communications because of Article 370. Article 370 actually a special status which Indian government gave them so that they can support India over Pakistan. During 1962, China acquired 10% of Kashmir and kept it as a tight chip, and Pakistan acquired 30%. So India has only control over rest 60%. When Article 370 was introduced, it was kept as a temporary provision. That is why India got the chance now to scrap it completely. Scrapping of Article 370 showed impact on 35A as well, which was made by Kashmir government in 1950s, where it talks about locals and non-locals bifurcation in terms of voting rights, education system, employment, etc. Now India has full control on the 60% Kashmir.